Sup guys, welcome back. So we finally have the option to use Hyperlane on Merkly, but for bridging some assets. So previously we have been bridging some worthless NFTs and also some worthless tokens. So that's why I actually mentioned previously that I prefer to use Nautilus or Nexus to bridge some funds because obviously we're using real funds. But now we have the option to use Merkly, and hopefully the same thing can happen just like Polyhedra, so they might receive an allocation and hopefully they can distribute that to the users of Merkly for Hyperlane. So let me show you guys the process. Actually, they do have also a tweet about it right here that you guys can check on their Twitter account. So it is super fast, 20 to 30 seconds. On average, we can actually bridge up to 0.5 ETH. So that means you guys can add quite a good chunk amount of volume because 0.5 ETH is around what, 1.7K. So not bad at all. At the moment, we have the option to use Scroll, Base, Optimism, and Arbitrum. Most likely in the future, they're going to be adding more. They also have some prices here in comparison to others, which is from Scroll to Base. You guys can see the prices right here, how much we are paying in fees. Now, I already tested that, and to be honest, the one that is quite expensive is Arbitrum to Scroll. That one is extremely freaking expensive. It is almost $7 to bridge some funds, but from Arbitrum to Optimism, it is around 2.5, so not bad at all. And then from Arbitrum to Base, it is, I think, 3 or 2.9 bucks. So let's go ahead and send some funds to Optimism. I think I have some funds here on Arbitrum. Yeah, let me go ahead and do 0.34 just to send a good chunk. Review transaction. So you guys can see that I am sending 34, but I am spending 0.3474. So if you do the math, it is around $2.8 that I'm going to be spending for the bridge. Just click on bridge. Let's do continue right here and then confirm the transaction. So there you go. As simple as that. Once you go to the website, make sure that you are on Hyperlane because they do have the option for layer 0, for Polyhedra, which we already received the airdrop. But make sure that you are on Hyperlane and then you click to token bridge. Now, since I know that I'm going to be getting this type of questions, how much volume we should be doing, how many transactions per week, I actually prefer if you guys can do more than $10,000 in volume. I do think that is a great starting point, but obviously if you can only do 1K, 2K, do whatever you can with whatever you have. Now, volume is obviously the amount of transaction that you're doing multiplied by the amount of funds. So if you do 4 bridges with $500, that is obviously $2,000 in volume. Second thing, very, very important. I'm just using past data from Wormhole. Make sure that if you're bridging to a chain, you actually use those funds. So don't send some funds from Arbitrum to Optimism and then from Optimism to Scroll, then from Scroll to Base. Make sure to leave it there for maybe 12 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours if you can afford to do it. And once you have your funds on the chain, make sure to add at least 1 or 2 transactions. So actually it shows that you're not farming Hyperlane, but you're actually using Hyperlane. So that's basically my goal, just to add around $10,000 in volume, most likely more than that on my main wallets, and be active maybe once or twice a week. I do think that is quite enough for us to qualify for the airdrop. Most of the time what I'm doing is just using Hyperlane as one of my bridges, because since I'm farming many things or I just need to take transactions on Optimism, on Arbitrum, on Scroll, whenever I need to send some funds, I would just use Hyperlane since it is tokenless. So basically I am still doing my goal or meeting my target, which is sending some funds to another chain, but at the same time I'm farming Hyperlane. Lastly, in terms of when we're going to be receiving the airdrop, I don't know. That's the only information that I have. But make sure that you guys are actually adding enough transaction on it. This is actually something that started today. So make sure to get involved, to add some volume. And basically that's it. Whenever there is a new strategy on Hyperlane, I will be creating another video. But at the moment, that's what we got. Thank you guys for watching. Any questions, any doubts, just let me know. Take care. Happy farming.